Hi guys, welcome to new video. So today we have the third and last part of fighting very hard AI as Empire. So we have the last race fallen against us. So I will just start the game right away so we don't waste any time. Again, I will try to show you a little bit different strategy than in the two previous games, but it will be pretty similar to the first one because there are like not many more options as Empire, especially against the Fallen. It will really depend on the strategy that he chooses to play, but if he spams some hive spitters, I will have to make catapults probably, and then follow it with some knights, because that's like the only way we can actually kill him as Empire. But I will do something a little bit different here. I will send actually 7 peasants to gold, and then I will try to make 2 barracks in the opening, so we can actually make more units faster. And we will just focus on the gold right now because we don't need the other resources this early. I will also just use this position again, so we have the smaller space to fight him. Uh, as I said, it will depend on the strategy he chooses, but anyways, it should be always pretty useful for us. And here I will just take the new peasant and build second barracks. Here you can actually choose if you want to build uh, first farm at the same time, or if you want to wait. I will probably just take this peasant and build it right away, so we don't waste any more time. Probably somewhere here. And then send him to trees, but you could also just make it with the new peasant you just made here. Now I have 7 peasants here, and I will send the new one to gem mine, and then we will start making swordsmans. As you can see, he has a hive and he is not making any units here, and now he made incubator and second hive, so this means that he will be making hive spitters and probably adding some avengers in the late game. I mean, it's like the most often strategy that the Fallen choose to do, but you should also be prepared for anything other, so he might just rush you with some hive stingers or anything else, so don't rely on this. But I will probably make one tower here, or actually maybe not, because the ranged unit will just shoot me from here, so it wouldn't have the range. And if I make it in front, it would probably just die, so I will just wait. I will make probably one more or 2 more peasants, so we have 10 here, and then we can just advance to the stone keep. And of course we need the gold to maintain our swordsman production. Yeah, and I forgot to make a new farm, so right now we don't have the population. That was my mistake, but shouldn't be a problem because, as I said, he's making hive spitters, so it will take him some time before he makes some units and actually attacks me. And I mean, with 3 swordsmen we should defend 2 hive spitters, so it should be okay. So with this one I have 10 here, then he have 3 and 2, so after this upgrade I will just make one more and send him to wood. Of course, maybe we'll be a little bit low on wood right now, but I just wanted to upgrade my town hall pretty early, so we can start making the catapults.
Let's do it.
So yeah, it will be pretty similar to the army I made against the Empire, but we are still doing something different here with the 2 barracks. I mean, 2 early barracks are usually a really good idea unless you fight like something like Valkyrie spam or something like that. Of course, then you don't want to make swordsmen, but elf rangers. But against this, it should be okay. I mean, I have many more units than he does, and now I will just make the workshop. Uh,
Will the
I
work
mean,
never
in
end,
a lot of
my lord?
matchups, you want to make
What needs to be
temple
done?
first because priests are really useful if you already fought him and you have like damaged units. Then you want to make priests so you can heal them. But in this situation, when we didn't fight yet and he's making lots of ranged units, I think the catapult will be more useful. Of course, eventually we will make
We need
priest
more
as
wood,
well,
my
but
lord, to serve.
it's
Let's
about the
do it.
thing you make first right now. So, of course, don't forget to make your swordsmans,
I am
and
here, my
also
lord.
we'll want barracks, I mean blacksmith, soon as well, so we can start upgrading our swordsmen. As I said, later we will exchange them for the knights, but actually the upgrades in blacksmith applies to
Building
both
complete,
knights
my lord.
and
I await your
swordsmen at once, so you don't have to worry about that. The only different upgrades are here, like trailblazing, and then you will have one more after you
Building
upgrade to
complete, my
advanced
lord.
barracks, and of course knights are upgraded in
What
the
needs to be
circle
done?
of ancients. That's the building that actually unlocks them. So we'll just make more swordsmen, and we are already making first catapult. Right now I could probably attack him and kill his units, but he wouldn't fight me, so he would just run back. I don't think it's really worth it to chase him anywhere here. I will just wait for my catapults and then start fighting with him, because we will need to force him a little bit back so we can actually make our expansion, probably right here. And yeah, we already have the first catapult. Also make sure that you leave enough space between your barracks if you make catapults, because the unit is actually twice as wide as any other normal unit, so you will need a space. Also maybe knights are the same wide as catapult, I'm not too sure about that, but if you make some of those bigger units, always keep a little bit more space between your buildings. As well, he has ranged units, he's not attacking me, so I don't even have tower here. So, like, making it really close is not too useful here. It would be just a waste.
I live to serve.
I will need castle soon, so first I need to make the temple,
Excellent idea.
and also I will improve the improved farming, and probably just make more
There is not
catapults
enough
here,
gold, my lord.
because that's like the most important unit right now. The swordsmen are just meat, let's say. They are not meant to kill the enemies, just to hold them back, while the catapults deal all the important damage, because they have like 12 damage, and here I have like 65. Of course, it's like some is fire, some is bash. You might have some damage reductions here, but actually seems like this will be full damage, so 65 is like more than 5 more times than swordsman, so the catapult will be definitely the main source of our damage in the fight. So we need as many of them as we can make. Yeah, he already expanded, so I will probably try to force him back a little bit. We don't actually have the wood right now, so I'll make maybe 2 more peasants. Also we can make priests and 1 more catapult. And once we have all this, I will just attack him, and then we will go for our expansion. We will be a little bit later on the expansion, but I think we have stronger army right now, so we should be okay. So actually we need 150 gold for the castle, and another 125, I mean wood, and another 125 wood for town hall. So I will probably, since we don't have the gold, I will probably just start with the castle. Or maybe, oh, he's not attacking me, so I will just take peasant and make the town hall for our expansion, and then I will cast a little bit later.
Excellent idea.
As you can see, I already have the priests, so I will add them to the second group with my catapults, make a super group, and this will be my army for now. And now we can make the expansion here. We don't have any gems problems yet, but after we start making those stronger units like knights and mages, we will need much more gems, so it's a good idea to save some of them
I am here,
before
my
that
lord.
happens.
Good
We can also
idea.
make one more farm, so we have at least 100 population, and just make more catapults and priests. As you can see, the gems also go really low after you start making priests, because it goes like no gold, so it really forces you to make lots of them, but the gems will go down pretty fast. So he's probably attacking right now, so I will just take my catapults here, place my army, and try to force him back. I'll probably shoot in the middle of this army. Also, my priest has to be in front so they can heal, and of course go back with your melee units so they don't get killed by your own catapults, since you have friendly fire in this game. And it's also a good idea to have resurrection, of course, because the melee units will die, so you will need to resurrect them, or you will run out of resources.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, we have one unit here, one swordsman, not too big of a problem. I have one more catapult now and one more priest, so the fight should be even easier. And he's already mining with 4 harvesters in his expansion, so yeah, he has much more resources now. But I still think we are ahead of him. We have stronger army, so I think we are okay here. And now I think it's the time to upgrade to castle, and we can also make two more swordsmen, and also start making peasants in our new town hall, since we are upgrading to castle, so we can be making any peasants at the same time. So yeah, this will be like okay here. I mean, he's already building the Chamber of the Avenger, and he has the Vengeance Hall, so he will probably make some Avengers soon, but at the time we should already have Castle and some stronger units, so it should be okay. I mean, against the Avengers you really need the Knights, so they can actually survive the huge damage Avengers can produce. I will make one more catapult, 2 more swordsmen, 1 more priest, and then spam some more peasants here. Also, this is going to finish, so we need 150 gold for the Circle of Ancients before the peasants get there. That should be okay, and he's attacking. So again, bless my army and probably just attack him. Of course, go with my priests in front. And I can also resurrect some of my swordsmen. We'll build a Circle of Ancients, and also I will upgrade to Advanced Barracks, at least one of my barracks. Make some more peasants with both of my production buildings. I mean, peasants production buildings. And I will make more groups, so we have 15 swordmen in the first group. Also we can upgrade the second advanced barracks. Then we will have priests in number 3, or I mean number 2. I will change my production buildings to keybind 4 and add my catapults to keybind 3, so I can actually control everything separated. This will finish soon, but I still have lots of resources, so I can make 1 catapult, and then I will invest into some knights. Also, of course, don't forget to make peasants. He still only has 1 expansion, so I don't have to rush it right now. I think it's more important to actually make sure that you have some army. And also the prayer will be nice, but first I will just upgrade the horse armor. That's passive armor, this is active ability, so this will be more effective. We can just attack him, I mean we have resurrection, so I won't waste any time. Of course I will run out of mana pretty fast like this, but We don't have to worry about that because we killed his army pretty easily.
Ready to fire.
So I will just retreat.
Just say the word.
And since I have lots of gems, I will probably just upgrade disciples. So we have cheaper resurrection. I think it will cost like 105 instead of 150
Ready to
mana.
fire.
Also we can make one more knight and upgrade our... Yeah, I already upgraded both barracks to advanced barracks, so
Yes, sir.
I don't think we need anything more here. Maybe like 2 more swordsmen and 1 more priest. That might be good. And since we have gold and wood, it's probably a good idea to expand once more,
Excellent
so we can
idea.
actually mine our gems
Will the
even
work
faster.
never end?
And I
Excellent
don't think he will
idea.
go here, so this should be probably a pretty good spot.
Let's do
As
it.
you can see, I'm building the town hall a little bit lower, so it's closer to gem mine, and I only need 2 peasants here. If you build it like here, then you will need like 3 at least. As for example, in the main city, I have 3 of them because there is like small gap before
here,
this
my
one gets to the mine, so I have 3 here. But here I have only 2 because I built it closer. We already have the first knight, as you can see, it's pretty strong unit. I will also upgrade the prayer. Yeah, and I forgot to build a blacksmith, so we can actually
Good idea.
upgrade both swordsmen and knights. Also, as I see, we have 5 peasants on wood, so that's also the reason why I have so many. Usually I have only 3 of them there, but obviously I decided here to make a little bit more. Oh, I didn't see him here. So he's actually attacking me.
Just say the word.
I mean, this is a little bit unfortunate. He'll probably destroy the building here. But I will try to force him just by running in. And we will see if we can actually kill him with the catapults from there. Yeah, and we managed to save it. Hopefully we can actually win here. I will of course resurrect my units. The resurrection is like a limited HP it can resurrect, so the knight is not full HP after resurrection, only something like over 300 HP, but still you have knight, so you can heal him afterwards. And of course I'm still resurrecting my swordsmen as well. It seems like it will be a better idea to stay here with my army, since he's like playing a little bit chaotic, I would say. But I mean, we managed to survive without getting our expansion destroyed. And also we are making another expansion, as I mentioned, so it should be also okay. 2 swordsmen died there, but we are changing them for knights anyway, so that's okay. I don't have much mana, then it's not really enough that the resurrection is cheaper after upgrade, because I don't even have the 105, so I'll just make new priests and maybe some knights. Right now we have so much resources that I can just make anything I want, really. We also have the prayer upgrade, and we will upgrade here. Also, if you have like so much gold and food, you can make 2 blacksmiths at once, so you can actually upgrade damage upgrades in one and armor upgrades in the second one. We already repaired it here, and now I will just make 6 new peasants here, 3 here, and we will have 10 with the one that built it. So I will just fight him like this. As you can see, even the knight is dying pretty fast, but I mean the catapults should still kill it. And I will just resurrect. Of course, after resurrection he will probably retreat, as I said, because it's like... I mean the retreat of the computer is very calculated from the power of your army, so if you resurrect, the power of course increases, so he will just retreat. Also we have a level 3 knight here, so we get the aura to increase the HP of our units, I think by 50, so that's a lot if you multiply it by the amount of units you have. And we can also make some more priests. And maybe also 1 more catapult once we get the gems we need. He also has 2 more expansions right now, but I mean, he has no units, so I will probably just attack his main base, kill the units, kill his production, and then we will destroy the expansions afterwards.
Research complete, my
We
lord.
are running out of population a little bit, so we'll just make some more farms
Excellent
here.
idea.
Don't worry about that. And one more catapult. As I said, we can make some
What
upgrades
needs to be
here.
done?
And this will be probably everything.
I am I
We don't even need a elf sanctuary because we don't need
Where do you want us?
I carry
any
the light.
phoenixes
Just say the word.
against fallen because he has only one stealth unit, and that's his unit that is spotting invisible units, and he can't even fight. I don't even know if he has him right now. Can't really see
Building
him.
complete, my lord.
But we don't need to kill
Building
him, so
complete,
I
my
don't
lord.
need phoenixes.
Where do you want
So
us?
that's one saved building.
Building complete, my lord.
And now I will just
Building complete,
fight
my
him
lord.
like this. Also, I forgot
I
to
am
make
here,
the
my
obsidian
lord.
tower
Let's do it.
as well as we
Prepare for the
as
siege.
we did
Good
in the
idea.
first
Just
game
say the
against the
word.
Empire. I also made mages pretty late, but yeah, I don't think we really need them here.
Ready to fire.
If you have so many catapults, you will be
Just
just
say the
okay
word.
like this. Of course, it would be nice to have more units in front, but I really want to kill him right now, so I will just attack. As you can see, he's just dying. I will also press the prayer ability, so we are more tanky. It increases your armor like by 5 or something, so it's pretty brutal. We also have the resurrection, so we are pretty okay. Of course, the resurrection works on 3 units, so I usually don't want to resurrect just one, but since I have so many priests, I will just resurrect anything that dies. And of course, the knights are pretty fast, so here I can easily
Building
kill
complete, my
him.
lord.
As you can see, he's taking more damage from pike, but I don't think it's really worth it to make any pikements against it. Just make knights and kill him. I'll let it for a while right now, so we can actually heal our knights. Because as I said, after resurrection they are only like half HP. And then we will finish him. Yeah, we already have the obsidian tower, so I'll upgrade to decree and maybe make like 2 mages. And we can also make some swordmans, maybe a catapult, and then start upgrading more. He's also making one more expansion, but I won't waste any units right now to destroy it. We'll deal with that afterwards. Since he has units here, I will just attack this city, of course. We could attack his main one. And maybe I'll send those 2 knights to destroy it, so we don't have to deal with that later.
carry the light.
So just bless my army. And let's move in. Of course with bless. I mean prayer. Prayer and bless. We have both of them. One is for damage and one is for armor. I mean, my catapults are not really shooting his units right now, but yeah, it should be okay. Since we have priests and tanky knights with prayer, basically nothing is really dying here except for like 1 knight here. So I will just resurrect that. And then I will product some more units.
What needs to be done?
Yeah, we are running out of gold here, so I will
Let's do
make
it. Our
a
forces are
new
under attack.
expansion
Work.
here.
Where do you want us?
Yeah, and nothing really died, so I will just stay like this.
Just say the word.
Of course, the catapults might maybe start destroying the other city.
Name your task.
I mean the other expansion. Also here we destroyed it. I will also kill the summoner. Summoner actually damages melee units that attacks him, but it's like nothing too serious. It seems like 50 damage or something. But he's pretty squishy, so he will just die before he actually kills something. Here we have the catapults with some other units, so they don't actually die. But I don't have any priests here, so I don't want to get damaged.
Moving to position.
And of course you want the catapults to destroy the towers, because that would be unnecessary damage taken. Yeah, here one of my knights died, but I might be able to resurrect him. And also, as you can see, I have leveled most of my knights, so they have all of them have auras and increased HP and all the other benefits that you get if you upgrade your units. I mean, level them. We don't actually have anything against the flying units, but yeah, it doesn't really matter if he kills like 2 priests or something. I will just kill him.
Where do you want us? Absolutely. Just
And
say
here
the
I
word.
can kill him with this.
Where
Yeah,
do
we
you
actually have
want
the
us?
mages, that's like our ranged units, so
Our forces are under attack.
if this becomes the problem, then
I
we
am
have
here, my
the
lord.
answer
What needs to be done?
if we need
Let's
it.
do it.
Also, we can
I am
make 2
here,
more
my lord.
peasants here, so we can mine
We're under
some
attack.
gems.
Our forces are under attack.
And also we can bless our units, so we are destroying the buildings a little bit faster. As you can see, you can't resurrect the catapult because I think it counts as like something like a mechanical unit, so also keep that in mind. But actually he's not even attacking me anymore with his hive guard,
My lord.
so we actually don't have to worry about that. And here we can kill him with the mages because they can shoot ranged units, I mean flying units. And even if they couldn't, they could still use the decree because decree can also hit flying units. So just some more prayers here, blesses, prayers, everything, and destroy the last 2 or 3 buildings. So yeah, I think this was like pretty easy game.
Forces are
I
under
mean,
attack.
as Empire usually don't have problems. I think the hardest matchup is against other Empire, because he can easily mirror you, and since he has advantage with the resources gathering and other things, also his units are made faster if he is very hard, then I think the Empire mirror is actually the hardest matchup for Empire. But yeah, Fallen was pretty easy, so just follow this. If he makes hive spitters, just make catapults and knights and you should be okay. Against anything else, I think we would be okay in the opener as well, because we had lots of swordmans, and then you would just make probably priests a little bit earlier, and maybe the mages as well, and you should be okay as well. Also maybe you can make some rangers if we start making more flying units, so you have actually something to fight him. So yeah, just Alpha Rangers should be okay because it's pretty okay range unit. Uh, so here we have the stats. Of course, he expanded earlier, as I said, so he has a little bit more resources, but nothing too serious. He didn't even destroy any of my buildings. Of course, he only had basically 1 attack, and that was on my first expansion, and he only damaged the town hall by like 50%. So this was okay. We also had more researches than him, and of course much more XP, so the army was much stronger. Even though he produced more units, but yeah, we killed like 3 times more. So yeah, this was the last video of the Empire, and next time we will take a look at beasts, and of course we will probably fight enemies in the same order. So first game will be beast against Empire. So take care, guys.